Live. The press and public have been notified according to the Freedom of Information Act.
Yes, Mayor.
Thank you. I believe Councilmember Carter has our invocation this evening.
Yes, Mayor. Pray with me if you will. Heavenly Father, dear God in heaven, thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. And again, thank you for all the blessings that you bestow on us as a council, our citizens, our employees, and our city as a whole. Thank you for allowing. We have young people in the room today. What a blessing that is, and we thank you so much for that. We ask tonight for you to give us courage, guidance, wisdom, and as always, your grace and your mercy as we make very difficult and great decisions at the same time on behalf of the citizens and good people of Cayce. We ask you to be with our first responders, keep them healthy and safe as they do their daily duties. We've had some challenges with some employees with health this week. Please place your healing hand on them and bring them back to us healthy. Again, all these things we ask in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. We have a special guest who is going to lead us in the pledge. And Desire, if you would please join us up here on the dais. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Sir, let's get Council, why don't y'all come down to the podium with us, and we'll tell everybody who Desire is. Y'all can come on up. Right here.
To be here. Lexington 2 contracts their service through Sodexo. We've been in the district for about 28 years. I've been there for about 16 years. And this initiative came up about 15 years. This is our anniversary, where we get elementary school kids involved in the culinary world to encourage healthy eating habits. And they submit their favorite recipes. From there, it goes to a panel of judges within Lexington 2, and we pare it down to about 12 or 15 out of the hundreds that we receive. And these kids get to come into the industrial kitchen at the Innovation Center. They get hands-on experience learning to cook with assistants. And it goes on to a regional competition. This is a national competition. So right now, Desire is going up against 5 folks around the United States, everywhere from Colorado, Connecticut, I think New Jersey. So for her to be in the top 5 is incredible. And I can tell you firsthand, I've worked with her in the kitchen. She kind of put us to shame a little bit. She came in there for her video. She had that dough going. She was rolling it out. She's like, we're going to cut this into 6 and 4s. And I mean, she was a master. And for the video, we were trying to be productive, and we did some stuff beforehand, and she put us to shame. So she truly deserves this. She is such a cutie to begin with. She had to step up in a little box for her video because she was so short. But you can vote. The QR code is up front. Voting goes until May 9th, which is Friday, and they will announce the winner on Monday. If Desire wins, she's not only representing Cayce Elementary, Lexington School District 2, but all of the Southeast region for us. And I'm on these calls, y'all, and they're like, oh, New Jersey's got this. I'm like, hold up now. Those are fighting words. So y'all please vote for her. She so deserves it. And either way, she is a winner just for making it this far. So we appreciate it. The link is on our website. Just Google Future Chefs, and it comes up so you can vote twice.
Yes, so y'all, this was Councilmember Thomas and I wanted to make sure to bring her here in person so that we could highlight all your hard work, but also so that everybody in Cayce can vote for her. We got a lot of people watching us online right now. Y'all please go to that QR code, do it right now. Please show New Jersey that we are way better. I mean, we love New Jersey, but we're still way better.
We do. Just like
Would you like to say anything?
You want to tell them why you chose your recipe? This is really fun. all the toppings on the crust. Remember that? So in her video, she talks about that kids, when they eat pizza sometimes, there's not toppings on the crust. And so a lot of kids will discard the crust. And so with this recipe, the crust kind of encases her meatball. So it's fun. And one of the things is healthy eating, but is it something that's kid-friendly that kids are going to like? And who doesn't like a cheeseburger cupcake, right? And that makes it fun. And it's something that they can actually prepare. So
That's
it was a
awesome.
winner all the way around.
So when we were talking earlier and somebody asked her what she likes to cook, the chief was asking her what she likes to cook, you said,
I like to cook Italian food and different desserts like banana.
so you see this man right over here? He likes to cook Italian food too. So you two need to talk and share recipes.
And if she wins, there is a celebrity chef, Chef Daniela Soto Inez, who in the culinary world is really popular. She's got restaurants in New York City, Mexico. She will come to Cayce and cook with Daniela at Cayce or the Innovation Center Culinary Kitchen, depending. And so it'll be a huge opportunity for the community to have her here. So it's really exciting.
So I
thank you
know
guys so
Mindy
much.
was passing around some flyers that help you to know how to vote. We'll post it on social media. Please repost it, but go and vote.
Yes.
Council, anything else y'all want to say?
Just know that don't ever let your age determine your impact on the community. You just make sure you let your classmates know that all of y'all have greatness at Cayce Elementary, and this community is behind y'all, and we want to support y'all. So just make sure y'all keep doing an amazing job. So just thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you win.
Winner, look how far you've gotten. So give me
Yes.
5. Hi, good job. All right, thank you. And y'all are welcome to stay or head out if you need to. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, yes, let's do a picture real quick. Thank you. Come on, Mom.
Oh, yes. We'll post this with everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wait, we need you to say cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
West said he got it.
She is too cute.
I was good. West said he had it. West said he had it.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. West said he had it. Oh, sorry about that.
So awesome. Okay, everything's going to be boring from here. That was awesome. All right, approval of minutes. You have before you minutes from the April 1st budget work session and the regular council meeting, and the April 16th regular council meeting and budget work session combined.
I move that we approve all 3 sets of minutes.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you. So moved. We have public comment regarding items on the agenda.
No one signed up, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We have discussion and approval of ordinance 2025-04, amending the Code of Ordinances for the City of Cayce by adding Section 2-97 to provide for adoption of proclamations and ceremonial resolutions. This is the first reading.
Madam Mayor and members of council, council approval is needed to amend the City Code of Ordinances by adding Section 2-997 to provide for adoption of proclamations and ceremonial resolutions. Council is often asked to recognize a group, business, or individual. The city currently does not have a policy of proclamations and resolutions. By adopting a policy, council may formally and publicly honor events, achievements, individuals, entities, groups, and causes of interest and importance to the city. Staff recommends council give first reading to ordinance 20-25 2025-04 that adds section 2-997 to provide for adoption of proclamations and ceremonial resolutions.
Is there a motion to?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Just a little clarification. The question would be, Mindy, probably best to ask you this. Sometimes achievements and recognitions are meant to be a surprise. So would we have the resolution prepared, sent back to council, and then we approve it on the night that is presented? Or do we approve those things a month or a week or 2 weeks before? Will's looking like,
Will seems like he
here we
has
go.
got that
Lawyer
It's
look
gonna
on
be
his
Will,
face.
actually.
I know when we did the key to the city, that was one of the really big ones. We did not want that to get out. So,
Mayor Pro Tem, technically, we're supposed to always put items on the agenda. I would say that if a situation arose where there was a desire for it to be a surprise, we could probably figure out a solution when we get to that point.
okay. So we would be able to put it on the agenda on the night that is presented? Or do resolutions and proclamations need 2 readings?
Well,
Just one.
only one reading is required.
Okay?
I would say perhaps in that situation, an agenda could be drafted in such a way to not give up the surprise.
Okay,
So maybe say what, but not who.
right.
For example, yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
You okay with that, Minderella?
I was just thinking it through, but yeah, I think that makes sense. That would
Okay.
work.
I just don't want to cause more work and confuse you as, I mean, this is something that's great because we just had a young lady here that needs to be recognized. And it's good to be able to recognize folks, but sometimes it is a little bit of a surprise.
Yes, and I agree. And on top of that, just the amount of the business community that have done such amazing things for our city, or the churches, and also entities outside of the city of Cayce that make impacts in our city. This will give them an opportunity to be recognized in the city's, the People's Chamber, so then the world can know what amazing things they're doing in our city. So I'm very excited about this, and I really hope that we can get all support on this, because this just shows our city just being lovely and recognizing everyone that's making a beautiful impact in our amazing city. So thank you. If you are making an impact on the city of Cayce already, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I do have one other comment too, Mayor, and it's more editorial. I would ask my peers on council, let's don't degrade such a good thing by just giving away proclamations. It really should be worthy. If you start handing them out, then they're really not worthy. They truly need to be something that's, when someone receives it, they feel very, very good about it. And that they've, much as our city manager knows that we named the award for the public safety recipient through the chamber setting the bar. After Drew Barr, he set the bar. And some months we go without giving an award because there's not something that took place that sets that bar. But when something does, then that award is received, and therefore it's received in a manner of appreciation. So as we look at proclamations and ceremonial resolutions, I just think that they need to be something very, very worthy.
I agree. All right, I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. I should have asked this a minute ago, but I had mentioned this to Jim earlier. When you sent us the email with this, wasn't it 2 separate things? Is this just combined of that?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. But it encompasses everything, the wording of everything that was in there?
Do you want to answer that?
Mayor, I believe a draft policy, not in ordinance form, and 2 separate documents was circulated. This ordinance greatly simplifies what would have been provided for in those documents,
Okay.
just to make it a process that goes through council requests to have things added to the agenda.
Yeah, because I think there was some language that was missing on this one can we maybe review that and get us
Before the second?
differences? Yeah, before the second reading, just so we can see things that
Absolutely.
might be helpful to have in that second reading.
And I will say, in this ordinance, the language actually being added is, it's about, I think it's one sentence. So it's greatly condensed, just to simplify.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's awesome. That one hit me a minute too late. Okay, next we have consideration and approval of resolution to declare May 4th through the 10th, 2025 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week in South Carolina. You have before you, council, a resolution to declare May 4th through the 10th, 2025 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week in South Carolina to recognize and honor the valuable contributions that municipal clerks make to cities and towns in South Carolina. Whereas the position of municipal clerk is the only municipal staff role that is required by state law, regardless of a municipality's size or form of government. And whereas all 271 cities and towns in the state are required to have a municipal clerk, and whereas Mindy Corder plays a critical and varied role to support the mayor, city council, and city staff, and whereas municipal clerks' responsibilities under state law include giving notice of meetings to council members and the public, keeping minutes of its proceedings, and performing other duties, and whereas regardless of city size, municipal clerks have seen their roles and responsibilities expand with changing times, and whereas with advancements in software and hardware, municipal clerks have become increasingly adept and skilled at using technology to prepare materials for meeting agenda packets, to record meeting minutes, and to manage public records. And whereas municipal clerks get their professional training from the South Carolina Municipal Finance Officers, Clerks and Treasurers Association, an affiliate organization of the Municipal Association of South Carolina, is there a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Any discussion?
We are just so thankful and blessed to have Mindy working for the city of Cayce. Serving on the events committee and in being up here now, Mindy's personality, just how helpful she is the same for everyone. She just gives that respect and that attention to detail to everything that she does for our beautiful city. So as we talk about what makes the city of Cayce great, our city can't be great without Mindy. So just Mindy, just thank you so much for being on Team Cayce. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you hear that, Jim?
Hear, hear. Hear, hear. Any other discussion?
And again, just thank you, Mindy, for all you do for me, for us.
It's my pleasure.
And for this city. That's the most important thing. And it's a lot. Not only your clerk's hat that you wear, but when you put on your soiree hat and that other hat, you do one fine job, and it's always a perfect event. And I attribute it to you and that team you put together, so thank you for that.
Well, I would just say, if you don't know Mindy, get to know her, because she does represent Cayce well. She looks out for our citizens, she follows through, and she does a great job, not just for us, but for our citizens. So thank you, Mindy.
Thank you.
I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James?
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas?
Yes.
Councilmember Socks?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes, now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Cayce declares May 4th through the 10th, 2025 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week in Cayce to recognize and honor the valuable contributions that Mindy Corder makes to our city.
Thank you. God bless you, Lisa.
Okay, next we have consideration and approval of a resolution approving and consenting to the inclusion of certain property in a joint county industrial park within the city of Cayce, South Carolina, with continuing conditions and other matters related thereto.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to move that item 3C to 9B after executive session.
I move that we move item C to
3C to 9B.
3C to 9B.
Second?
Okay, any discussion? I'm assuming that's because we'll be talking about it in the executive session.
Yes, Jim.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. We have items for discussion and possible approval. You have before you discussion and approval of purchase of utilities equipment requests.
Yeah, Miss Betsy here tonight, our Utilities Director. She's requesting some purchase of utilities equipment request. Council approval is needed to sole source the purchase of water and sewer equipment for the utilities field operations. Utilities field operation owns and operates 2 sewer jetter machines that are used on a daily basis for cleaning lines and addressing sewer blockages that occur within the system. One unit has failed, is obsolete, cannot be repaired. Our second unit is a Harbin machine, and although it continues to operate like new, is greater than 22 years old. It's critical to have a second machine in case there's an emergency call while the other one's in use. A Harbin Model DTK 375 unit has been priced and will cost approximately $82,604. Replacement sewer pump. Field operations is in the process of replacing current Thompson pumps that are no longer reliable and are obsolete. Parts for these pumps are no longer available. Godwin pumps have been purchased and are currently in use and have been very reliable and parts readily available. The Godwin pumps are dry prime pumps, and they are specifically designed to automatically prime after the pump shuts off. Preliminary 26 budget includes the purchase of a Godwin pump to replace an aged Thompson pump. Funds are available to purchase this pump in 25, which means pricing will be locked in and not subject to increases. Xylem is the sole supplier of the Godwin pump, and they have this pump in stock. It is proposed to purchase a Godwin model CD150S pump. The pump has been priced and will cost approximately $72,075. The Highway 321 booster pump station pump. The Highway 321 booster pump station feeds our gas and water tank. The station operates on 2 pumps, which is required by South Carolina Department of Environmental Services. When one pump is down, the station is emergency status. Lead times for repair and placements are 2 to 6 months out. The preliminary 26 budget includes the purchase of a spare pump that will ensure we are prepared during emergencies. Funds are available to purchase this pump in 25, which means pricing will be locked in and not subject to increases. The booster station currently uses an Aurora Model 421A pumps, which have been reliable. It is proposed to purchase the same pump for the spare to provide continuity. Mechanical Equipment Company is the sole supplier of the Aurora pump. The pump has been priced and will cost approximately $49,655. City Council may waive the formal bid process procedures established by ordinance when it is the city's advantage to sole source in certain situations. Staff recommends City Council waive the formal bid process and allow the purchase of a new hardened sewer jetter machine, Godwin sewer pump, and Aurora booster pump. The total approximate cost, including tax and funding sources, follows: a hardened sewer pump, Harbin sewer jetter machine, $82,604 from Utilities Wastewater Collection O&M. Godwin sewer pump, $72,075 from Utilities Wastewater Collection O&M. And the Aurora booster pump, $49,655 from Utilities Water Distribution O&M.
Is there a motion, Chris?
Mayor, I make a motion that council waive the formal bid process and allow the purchase of 3 items. 1, a Harbin sewer jetter machine for $82,604. That funding will come out of the Utilities Wastewater Collection O&M account. The second item is a Godwin sewer pump at a cost of $72,075. That will be funded from the Utilities Wastewater Collection O&M. And an Aurora booster pump at a cost of $49,655. That will be funded out of the Utilities Water Distribution O&M. All these prices include tax. And that is my motion.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I would just like to thank staff for being proactive about this. Really appreciate the hard work. I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes, ma'am?
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. We have a request for the approval to enter the following committee approved minutes into the city's record. You have before you the Museum Commission meeting from March 5th, 2025.
Motion to approve said minutes?
Thank you,
Second.
thank you. Any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. You have before you several requests for appointments and reappointments. The Accommodation Tax Committee, we have an opening there, and you have an application from Ms. Ashley Lambert. You have her application before you for your review.
Motion to appoint Ms. Ashley Lambert to the Accommodations Tax Committee.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. You have several reappointment applications for your review. For the Beautification Foundation, you have Ms. Christy Corley, Ms. Barbara Lawson, Ms. Forrest Ryan, and Mr. Ross Shealy. All of their positions expire in May. They all attend meetings regularly and would like to serve again.
Motion to appoint all four of those who are wonderful for the Beautification Foundation.
Second.
Any discussion? I will say, if you missed the adult spelling bee, that is so much fun. You have to check it out last year. I know we have several people who love to spell, so reach out to the Beautification Foundation and get your team together for next year's fundraiser for the Beautification Foundation. But that was a blast. All right, I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. Events Committee, you also have a reappointment application for your review. Ms. Jean Boiteau, her position expires in May. She is currently serving an unexpired term and would like to serve again.
Motion to reappoint Ms. Jean Bortoy.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. And any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. We do have several openings on that Events Committee, so if anybody is interested, please join Ms. Boiteau and the other committee members for the Events Committee. And you can go to our City of Cayce website, and there's an application on there that you just can quickly fill out. Next, we have Museum Commission. You have a reappointment application for your review. Ms. Pamela Sultan, her position expires in May, and she would like to serve again. She regularly attends meetings and is also a member of the museum's African American Subcommittee.
Motion to reappoint Ms. Sultan.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? I will say, if you missed the Legends event that's part of the Museum Commission, please mark your calendar for that next year. It's really amazing and well done, and you will get the answer to questions like, what connects the city of Cayce, the Smithsonian, and the Vatican? It's pretty amazing what a lot of our residents have done. I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. And the answer is Larry Levy. but-
Former airport eagle. Larry Levy, I might add.
Look at that, Phil, you were ready with that answer, I love it.
Absolutely.
Good, good, good. Okay, next we have city manager's report.
Glenwood Park's reopening is May 14th from 5:30 to 6:30. Come out and play some basketball on our newly refurbished basketball court with our SROs. That's in the 1200 block of Hazel Street. Next council meeting will be the formal swearing in of our police chief, Chief Wade. CPD, Cayce Police Department, and the Fire Department will be working to promote safety with the Prom Promise that's coming up. Today is Midland Gives. Please donate the Cayce Public Safety Foundation. Power Hour is 7 to 8, which MP Strategies will be matching. National Small Business Week. CWC Chamber has many events supporting small businesses. One was today where Chief Wade was the guest speaker. I enjoyed that. I submitted to council yesterday afternoon my letter of intent to retire. I have over 28 years in the city, local, and military. My family and I think it's time. I've accomplished many goals in my short tenure and feel that the city is in good hands. My contract states the 60 days notice, but in my letter I did put in 90 days out of respect to help find a suitable. I understand council has requested a special council meeting this Thursday at 4, and I would ask council to let me know at that meeting so I can make appropriate plans. Appreciate that. And thank you for council's support.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Okay, next we have council comments.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
No? Okay. Well, I think Jim, I want to start with you. You know, y'all, Jim Crosland really did the city of Cayce a service by stepping in when he was needed. He didn't do that because he wanted this job. He did it because he loves this city. We are thankful for Jim and all that he has done throughout his entire career at the city of Cayce. We wish him the best of luck in his retirement from the city of Cayce. Let's give him a round of applause. Jim has graciously given us plenty of time to look for Cayce's next city manager. We will not have to rush this decision, and we can make sure that we get it right for you. That position has long been filled by men and women with a master's in public administration, and during my tenure, most city managers have stayed for 6 or 7 years, providing stability for our staff. Council will work together to make sure that we find someone just as passionate about our city as you are and as all of us are. We know that there's been a lot of transition for our City of Cayce team lately, but we will get back to the right place together. I have a number of other items. One is we are supposed to be working on storm drainage grants for the Carlaney Avenue Basin. So if we could get an update on that at the next council meeting, that'd be great. Thank you. I also would love, most people probably don't know that we now have an eternal flame that is down at our police department. And I would love for our victims advocates to come and let us know about that flame, or whomever you recommend, Jim. Community development block grants are part of what might be getting cut from the federal government. I do want us to keep that on our radar, and if you could get council a list of the most recent things that we've gotten with CDBG, that would be really helpful. State funding, we found out recently that our state funding was being just cut with broad swaths. I do understand that there might be some avenues to get some of that back in there. So if we could maybe have somebody give us an update on that at the next meeting, or if it's happening quickly, maybe just send council an update. Do you have any insight on that? Is it?
I think there's some new numbers coming out from the budgeting office on May 20th, so I think they're going to push the budget debate back out further. So if those look promising, there's an opportunity for that to open back up.
Perfect. Okay, so maybe at the next council meeting if we get an update?
That sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I would love to see if we could get staff, like all, whoever, cross-sectional, the right people are, to do a sign blitz in our city. I know that there's one on Delesaline that is just completely covered with vines. I think the one at 12th and Frank Street is, I can't remember if it was covered with lichen or something else, and citizens can help. These are DOT things, but if we could put together a list to submit to them, yeah.
Could I add something?
Yeah, please.
Jim, at the intersection of 12th and Lafayette, that blue sign up there that said Lafayette on it 25 years ago is faded. I think drives me crazy. Now, that intersection is in something that the COG has assigned to a consultant to upgrade. Now, I don't know the depth of the upgrade. Is they going to replace poles, or are they going to put in mast arms? Personally, I'd like to see mast arms. But again, that's a consultant thing, but that blue signs.
Wesley, didn't we?
But all that's DOT stuff now, that's not city stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we clarify something. The
that's
mayor's
not-
talking
that's not
about
city.
foliage and overgrown things, which of course fall within our code enforcement. We can look at that. But time after time and time again, we have called DOT about the signage in the city of Cayce. I know you've done it probably when you had hair, Jim, but that's not us, even though we've continued to try to do that. So I want to make sure that, because I get a lot of constituent calls, and I let them know that that is a DOT thing. I just don't want folks to feel like that's something that we've been neglecting.
And that is a project for the avenue signage. So some say Oakland Avenue, some say O Avenue. We want to be consistent, so we do have a list of those signs that are working with Lexington County, and that's Lexington County signs. So.
Okay, okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Tim, for that important clarification. This would be a list that we put together to send to DOT or the county to take care of, because we don't own roads in the city of Cayce. These all belong to the state or the county. But to, you know, we can ask them to do the sign blitz. I'd be totally fine with that if they'd come do it, but likely it ends up being us putting together that list. So thank you to the staff who do a great job with that. I was invited to an event at Dominion. They had for mayors and emergency providers about all the things that they do to help us to understand storm preparation. There's a lot of great information here, but some important things I wanted to make sure to share with our citizens. There is utility bill assistance for those who are in need. And so all you've got to do is call them. They'll help you to know if you're eligible. They have rebates, incentives, and more. So if you have to get a new stove or a new fridge or whatever, they've got some things that can help with that. They have something called the White Cross program for anybody who has special needs, and in particular needs to be connected to power for oxygen or different things like that. They will help to make sure that you have, they have your information on a list, so if there is a storm, they know to go and provide that support. So there's a lot of things that they did to make sure that we are up to speed, not just on how they deal with storms and how they help, because that's really helpful for us to know, and they really do an amazing job of getting out there and mobilizing when there is a need. But that information for our residents is on their website for utility assistance for those who need it. So I just wanted to make sure to share that with everybody. And then last thing, a friend sent me an email from a realtor who I don't believe lives in the city, but I wanted you to hear the write-up that they wrote. Greetings from Cayce. How is it already May? All we can hope for is that the cool morning breeze sticks around a little longer before the summer heat becomes our norm. Just across the river from Columbia, Cayce's got this cool mix of laid-back vibes, riverfront views, and a growing local scene. Whether you are walking the Riverwalk, grabbing a bite at a neighborhood spot, or catching a community event, there's something special about the way this little city feels like home. If you haven't explored Cayce lately, it might be time for a visit. And they go on and talk about our Riverwalk, the 12,000-year history park, lots of our great small businesses. So really great that other people get who we are and how awesome it is here. So thank you. All right, we have executive session for discussion of Lexington County economic development projects relating to the proposed location, expansion, or the provision of services, encouraging location or expansion of industries or other businesses within the city, receipt of legal advice relating to claims and potential claims by and against the city, and other matters covered by the attorney-client privilege. There is the zoning appeal litigation from 1028 Michaelmas Avenue. and receipt of legal advice and discussion of proposed contractual arrangements relating to Spencer Place, request for letter of support. And there is discussion of negotiations incident to proposed donation of real property. This is tax map number 004652-08-012. Do I hear a motion to go into executive session for said reasons?
Mayor, make a motion that we go into executive session for the 4 reasons listed. Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James?
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas?
Yes.
Councilmember Socks?
Yes.
Councilmember Carter?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes, thank you, so moved. Actually, I'll call the vote to come out of executive session.
Motion to come out of executive session, Mayor.
Second.
Okay, I'll call the question.
Sorry. Mayor Pro Tem James,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas,
Yes.
Councilmember Socks,
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. We have possible actions by council and follow-up to executive session. It says on the agenda ratification of a prior, but it's not. So there's a resolution authorizing the acceptance of real property by no donation of approximately .50 acres consisting of tax map number 004652-08-012. Is there a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second.
Okay. And we don't need anything about the city manager, authorizing the city manager to sign or anything? We're good on that?
We're good.
Good, okay, thank you. All right. Any discussion? I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks,
Yes.
Councilmember Carter,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. Next, if you'll recall, we moved an item to 9B. That was item prior named 3C, consideration and approval of a resolution approving and consenting to the inclusion of certain property in a joint county industrial park within the city of Cayce, South Carolina, with continuing conditions and other matters related thereto.
Move that we postpone item 3C until our May 21st, 2025 meeting.
Second?
Okay? So 3C and 9B are the same thing. Any discussion?
3C and 9B, correct?
I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Second.
I'll call the question.
Mayor Pro Tem James,
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Socks.
Yes.
Councilmember Carter.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes, thank you, so moved. Everybody